This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm in Dublin today, joined by King Kenny's coach, Daley Perales. It's been a while since I last saw you, Daley. You been busy?
Yeah, busy, getting the gym prepared, trenches, so yeah.
Well, obviously, we'll talk about that in just a second, but obviously, King Kenny versus Winderson Nunes. This is probably the biggest name Kenny's faced in his career. Skill-wise, we're not too sure yet, that's fair enough, but the biggest name. How's it all going in camp?
Yeah, it's been good. We haven't, even though we're fighting Winderson, it's not about just Winderson. It's about improving him as a fighter every single day in the gym. Because of his development, all the sparring partners, they're not been sparring partners that just come in and they, they're on Kenny's level. They're actually proper professional fighters, undefeated pro fighters that have got lots of experience, that are coming in at 100% on him, trying to knock him out, and that builds character. So that's what we've been working on with Kenny. There's no point staying at the same level with sparring partners. You need the real stuff.
Talking of sparring, Kenny knocked someone out in sparring, is that true?
Yeah, I mean, sparring, when you knock someone out, it doesn't mean anything because what matters is under the bright lights. But yeah, it was still good to see his development, see him knock someone out in 16-ounce gloves with headgear. You know, not a lot of people do that. So, but as I said, he can do that there, but then
it's different in the ring.
It's different in the ring, so he's just got to remain focused for the fight, forget about the sparring.
Is that the first time Kenny's knocked someone down in sparring, or has it now become a regular occurrence?
I'm not sure. I think he's knocked a few down, but not like that one. This one was like...
It's a nasty one.
This one was a nasty one, yeah.
Left foot?
Yeah, left foot.
Right. But for Kenny-wise, though, obviously, I say Martin Furu. No, but he is one of your fighters. But for Winderson Nunes, obviously he's a huge draw. Arguably, he could be the biggest star in the tournament, just the amount of following he has. Obviously, in boxing, it's very typical, but judges can be a bit sketchy, and they can kind of favour the winner, maybe be a bit biased. Is that in your Kenny's mind that the judges could go Winderson if the fight's close, and that Kenny has to go kind of maybe knock Winderson down a few times or even stop him just to get a win?
100%. We're ready for all of that. If it goes to points, we do it convincingly, hardly getting touched. Then knockout comes when a knockout comes. You don't ever plan for a knockout. That's the worst thing to do in boxing. So yeah, we're prepared for everything.
But that's in the back of your mind, though, that they could rob Kenny. It's more likely than ever now.
Yeah. But we've talked about that. We've talked about his crowd, his fan base. That even if he throws a punch that he misses, unless you understand boxing, most of those fans are going to be screaming with every shot he throws. So we're prepared for all that.
Certainly. And in the other co-main event, or the other main event, it is the main event, Kenny, is that going to change him at all, his mindset? Obviously, you've cornered fighters in main events, but this is Kenny's first main event. That's very big for him.
It is, but at the end of the day, if you want to be good, if you want to be great, then you've got to learn to perform under pressure. And if it was me, having a load of Brazilians screaming, I would feed off that. You know, I would love coming in the ring as the villain, and feeding off that crowd and that energy. And it's always nice that when a crowd starts off screaming a whole arena, but then during the fight, that whole arena's quiet. So
it silences the crowd.
Yeah, that's it. So what people have to remember, as I keep saying, this ain't professional boxing where they've been doing it for years. You've got to take your hat off to all of these influencers because they're learning while they're performing in front of a massive audience. It's not like amateur boxing or pro boxing where you start off fighting in front of just 500 to 1,000 people. This is sold out arenas, live on pay-per-view, live on different networks. This one's not pay-per-view, but you know what I mean, the past events, they're all sold out. So to be able to do this and remain calm under pressure, and do your job while you're learning, it's amazing to see.
Certainly, definitely right there. I'm afraid to let you go, though, and grab Kenny. The co-main event is obviously Jarvis versus Gibb. I guess a very 50-50 fight. The styles are very similar. How does that go down?
I think, me personally, I don't think either of them are great on the back foot. So there's only one way this fight is going, and that's in the centre of the ring, and it's just whoever wins that battle in the centre of the ring.
And that is?
I honestly don't know.
Really don't know.
I don't watch them in that kind of way to give a fair judgment. you know, until we face one of them, that's the time when I will study them. I don't waste my time studying those fighters, wasting my energy. I've seen little clips, and by the clips that I've seen, both of them don't know how to fight on the back foot. They're come-forward fighters. I see a lot of mistakes both of them do, but I also see a lot of things good they do as well. So it's going to be an interesting fight, and as I said, it's whoever wins that battle in the middle.
That'd be kind of a firefight, I guess, a shootout.
I'd say Gibbs probably just got a bit more experience. Yeah.
He's had more fights. That's a fair analysis. And one last thing, your gym trenches are so close to being done.
Yeah, very soon. So announcement will be soon. You'll see us in it soon. And then, as I said, once we're in it and we're enjoying it for ourselves first, and then I'll invite down people like yourself to experience it.
Is it nice in a new gym? Have your own space?
Yeah, of course. So we can get to do everything privacy, you know?
Yeah. Awesome. Daley, thank you. Appreciate it.